that shit up.
What up, guys? How we doing? Welcome back to the Cincy Stripes Show. We're on to number 45. Going to talk about free agency, our new signings, re-signings, talk about a little bit of Trey, obviously do a mock draft. That's what we've been doing. Give our future plans on what we're doing on here for draft night.
For sure.
We'll leave it at that. So that's how we want to kick this off.
I guess just I think we haven't talked since the extensions.
Yeah, no. So everyone's thoughts.
Congrats to our boys.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew Jamar was gonna get done. Well, it's crazy now to hear like Rocky, their agents say that if you don't get T done, you're not getting Jamar done. So kind of put the Bengals into a stalemate where they had to make that move. I don't know. I'm excited, but like after seeing the cap numbers, the last couple of days, it's kind of like it put us in a tough situation. But nonetheless, excited for the boys and them staying in Cincinnati for 4 years, 5 years, 4 years for T, maybe with that.
Yeah, 5 for Chase.
It's 5 for Chase, 4 T with some weird like options for the Bengals if they wanted to get out of it, which they worded that weirdly.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing they did with T's.
Because like I saw somebody's report, it was like they said after this year, if the Bengals if T wanted to go out there and get more money, and the Bengals wanted to do that, I was like I don't know. I just was confused by it all, but yeah, I'm excited to see 5.
I guess it kind of leaves the option though.
Still leave.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll leave.
Well, say he gets injured again.
Yeah. The Bengals could kind of just cut him.
Yeah.
Bengals could kind of just come because I think a lot of it's if he plays.
Well, this is also the first time the Bengals have really done guarantees like this in a while for 2 players. So they're probably just for one of the players. They're like, okay, we have an out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to word that, but
no, but I'm excited. I mean, you guys are season ticket members. You guys get to see the deep balls to Jamar and Jamar take the screen when we were at the Ravens game. I was like, this is a bad play call. He took it to the crib. It's like
that was funny.
Right.
That was funny.
I was like, I hate when they make these kinds of play calls.
Yeah.
Jamar took it to the crib.
Give it to Jamar. I mean, you're getting something out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we knew they were gonna get done. I was pissed they got them done on a Sunday night when I was about to go to bed. I was like, damn. I was literally I had my phone on the charger laying down. I was like, okay, I'm about to go to bed. Then I see a Twitter notification. I'm like, oh, well, what is it? And I'm like, holy shit, it's here.
Yep.
I was like, I don't have a graphic made. I don't have anything right now. I was like, I should have been prepared. I was like, man, I'm so tired at work tomorrow. So now I got to scroll Twitter.
It was worth it.
Get everyone's reactions. And then I got everyone's reactions. I'm like, okay, people suck.
It was worth it though.
Why would you sign 2 receivers?
Yeah, everybody just changed their narrative from they weren't going to sign them, and now
from they're too cheap to now you're allocating too much money
for sure. Which is
which one is it?
Yeah, they just look for ways to nag on the Bengals and Bengals community because they know
I feel like
they'll get the views and the attention they want.
Well, now all the narrative is Trey and. Well, at least the national media, it's Trey. To Bengals fans, it's like, hey, we need a guard, we need linebacker, we need a pass rusher, we need we need a bunch of other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at? It's really I think guard is a starting guard is the biggest thing going on right now.
We haven't got to it yet, but I forgot that we even signed that one tackle.
I forget about it every day until it gets brought up.
Yeah, I'm like, I forgot we even. Signed.
I'm like, 1 year, $2.1 million, cheap. Cool, that's great. I think he'll be serviceable. I don't think he could possibly be the starter.
I think that's what they're viewing him as, and that's what I don't like.
But that's the problem is that's not starting money.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they view him as the starter because that is really cheap for a veteran guard. So I think maybe they're still sitting on Sheriff. Maybe
Yeah,
So-
from what was that? Guy's-
Gordo.
Yeah, he said sure for like he might become contemplating retirement too. So
Mhm. And
hopefully
people are
he
like,
tries to help make a run again.
you know, the thing is like people are like, well, if he's contemplating retirement, do we want him? I was like, well, a lot of people contemplate retiring for years, and
He
it's just
probably
really
has
just
kids,
it's really just
has a
mentally.
family,
It's
yeah.
not physically.
I mean, like he has a family. I'm sure his kids are probably like at a good age where they're all in sports and stuff.
Like honest, like
you miss out on
Right.
a lot.
like Brady could probably still be playing.
Mhm.
His body wasn't giving up on him. He's the only guy who beat Father Time in the NFL.
Yeah.
He didn't let it get to him. Just a divorce did.
Yeah.
Like,
Nothing about that.
but I mean, that's why I'm scared about the draft because we're going to go into this draft needing
Mhm.
again, and that's just another problem. Where
See,
we
I'll be
sit.
fine if we sign Scherf.
Mhm.
Scherf's a starter, and then we draft a guy, and then it's that I forgot his name.
Tate Ratledge.
No, I'm not the guy. I'm saying the guy we just signed.
Oh, Lucas
Lucas.
Patrick. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like him, Ford, and that draft pick competing for the other starting spot. Maybe.
that would be fine. Yeah, Volson.
That's fine. with me.
Ford.
Like
I've said it multiple times. I thought Ford was serviceable at left guard.
And I think
last year.
Patrick would probably win it. Him or
Probably.
Ford.
He has a lot of
Unless that
experience.
rookie comes in and balls out.
Yeah, and Patrick's. I mean, Goodberry posted his pass set. Numbers, and
Mm-hmm.
they're good. They're what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's really just how we navigate the offense, which we are the most pass-heavy team in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
which is why Burrow's also the most hit quarterback in the NFL. I mean, you got those.
Yeah.
Which also our defense gave up like a lot of points last year, so we were passing a lot, trying to play catch-up ball. So I mean, it's a lot of factors weighing
You mean
into
stat
why.
padding?
Yeah, stat padding when it's
Fans
45.
Fans are like,
freaking-
they're stat padding. It's like we're trying to stay in the game and win.
Yeah, like
Keep our playoff hopes alive.
we can't run the ball to kill clock.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
we're never up that much to kill. And then when we are up, Zach kind of. I mean, last year he was doing a lot better game managing, but
Mhm.
I mean, years before we wouldn't run when we were up.
No.
That's what I would call stat padding.
Mhm.
This past year, Burrow's numbers were like that because the fucking defense
Yeah.
couldn't keep the offense off the field. So
Do we think Zach Moss stays on the team, or because they said it's like some of the reporters after we signed P-Ron were saying they saw him as like the third running back, but it's like, so is Zach Moss going to keep playing? Because I don't want Chase Brown.
With
I love
that-
Chase
with-
Brown, but don't want him as used
with
as
the
much.
P-Ryan signing, I see it as Zach Moss. Well, I see it like Chase Brown, Zach Moss, P-Ryan. Those are our three running backs. With Travion Williams, is he a free agent or is he back?
I don't know. I'm assuming
idea.
he's a free agent.
If we bring him back, whatever. If he's here next year, cool. But I see those three. It's Brown. Brown's obviously
You
going to
think
be
we
our
draft
starter.
one?
No,
You don't think we draft him?
no. Signing P-Ryan back kind of negated that completely. Also, letting Khalil Herbert walk was a waste of a fucking 7th round draft pick.
Yeah.
Not saying we would have got much, but we got Matt Lee last year in the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
You can get players, and later, like
If we can develop, or if you find a steal,
yeah, you can get steals.
it's just usually we can't develop.
that now we have a new coaching staff, so now we
Hopefully they
kind of see if it's, we've had Lou and his guys for the last
Mhm.
several years, and now this year we have Al Golden and his defensive
staff.
line guy, and we'll see. I think we'll be better off
Mhm.
development wise because Lou wasn't in the development department of players.
Yeah.
He was just kind of a scheme guy.
We need to trade prep.
Yeah, I need to get to it. It's
I know,
taking
it's
too
like-
long. I
I
thought it
think
would.
it's a draft night trade.
When he like announced like he wanted to leave, I thought, oh, okay, this would be quick.
He could just end up
Yeah, not
staying
at
now.
all.
He might just end up staying. They might waiting to see what happens like with the draft, see if we can get who we want, and then
Because like
otherwise just keep him.
as the 17th pick, and I mean, if Jihad Cam was there, I would like Jihad,
Mhm.
or other than that, if it's not Jihad, then a defensive lineman.
Yeah,
Kind of the only way you can flip the
I'm all
17th
aboard the
pick.
Jihad train. But
yeah.
at the same time, I understand we need edge rushers. So
It's a deep edge class.
Yeah.
It's a deep edge
Yeah.
class. It's also like a semi-deep linebacker class. I think there's a lot of hidden gems,
Mhm.
especially later.
especially with Al being a linebacker guy.
Yeah, that's another thing is he is a linebacker guy. But I think Al was like a big take pride off a third down guy.
He was.
So-
I think that's
He
why
was,
Pratt-
yeah.
it-
Yeah,
so,
so
like, it felt like
once-
immediately once Al was hired, he's like, I want to trade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Pratt's
it's yeah, Al's probably not too big of a fan of you either. So let's just
that's why I thought it would actually kind of happen quick,
Mhm.
especially like it frees up some cap space for us. I don't know.
Bengals made all the right moves at the beginning of free agency, and then now they've just kind of
We have
clock in, they
money.
focus on Jamar and
they
T.
paid our guys, and now we're kind of trying to. I would assume focusing on Trey, and then a guard. I mean, besides that, they're probably just relying on the draft.
And the whole Tevin Jenkins to Browns thing
That was wild.
threw me through a fucking window.
I
was
thought
like,
it was Seattle or us, or it was Seattle,
Giants.
us, and Giants. Yeah,
Oh,
but then the Giants had signed somebody, so we were like, all right. It's
But
now
the
between
Browns
Seattle
have
and us, and then Browns.
Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller.
Mhm. It's like the Deshaun Watson
But
situation all over. It's like
They're going to force him to
Hold
play
on.
left tackle because
They're
they don't
like-
have any tackles.
they're like, oh, they think we're out of it, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Are you sure, Tevin?
Here's the rest of our future for this player.
Are you sure, Tevin?
I don't even see Tevin's contract yet either.
Me either. It's probably crazy guarantees the Browns just, but like you said, are they planning on moving him to tackle or one of those other guys?
That's
to
why I got to
tackle?
see the contract. I got to see what he was paid because tackles and guards get paid different money.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird signing because I thought he was for sure just going to go to Seattle because I think there was reports that he wanted bigger money and the Bengals weren't going to be able to give him those guarantees, and we just don't ever do that to guys that aren't our top guys like Jamar and Burrow. So I don't know. The Browns, it was just weird to me because I thought they already had the guards, like Jordan said.
Yeah,
locked
they
up.
already have their guards.
Teller and Bitonio. Right.
They're gonna run old guards out there. Let
Yeah, all
alone-
guards. All guards.
Well,
are-
nobody still knows his contract details, but the rumor is that he got backup guard money.
What? The Bengals couldn't friggin'
That's the
compete in that?
rumor.
I mean, Seattle could
Or
really
maybe
use
the
them.
Bengals just didn't like him. Like weren't.
That's the thing. Seattle probably would have paid if it, but it's probably his medicals.
That's what me and him were
It'd have
talking
to
about.
be
it
something like that.
medical.
Yeah. I mean, take backup guard money to go be a Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that whole
With them
situation?
losing Nick
Yeah.
Chubb, I mean,
Did they?
what do you,
I
he's
mean, they
a
haven't
free
brought him
agent.
back, but they still were in talks. But the Steelers were also thinking about bringing him in, which would be weird. It's like I'm gonna
That
get
would be
Pittsburgh.
They lost Najee.
Yeah. But I'm saying like just I feel like a Brown. But I guess you've seen kind of a lot recently, like Hilton to us, Patrick Queen to the Steelers. We got Geno Stone. I'm sure
A lot
there's
of
more.
in-division
I mean James
stuff.
Harrison to us from the Steelers, which I
That was
thought
an
a
option.
weird. Yeah.
I bought a James Harrison jersey.
I think I had thought about it at the time, but I didn't because I was like, this is weird. He'll probably be a Bengal for like 1 year, and that's it.
He was.
Yeah. I was like, maybe I should get a jersey.
My favorite 1 year Bengal was AJ Hawk.
AJ, I love that sign. I still see that in my Facebook memories for every year
Yeah.
pop up. It's like I made like
Not Carlos Dansby.
from the
No,
Cardinals. Or did he go there after the Bengals? I don't remember.
Preston Brown. When we signed Preston Brown from the Bills,
Just all the linebackers.
because he led the league in tackles the year
Mhm.
before, and then completely fell off the map.
I thought Preston Brown was going to be something too.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like, oh, he's
literally
so
led
good
the
at
league in
Cincy,
tackles.
yeah.
You're like, okay, this is only the beginning. That was the end.
No.
It happens. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you'll have a great season, and then maybe it's just the system.
like I think Perfect. I mean, you look at Perfect after he left here, he didn't do shit.
No.
I
Where did he
thought-
even go after us? Vegas or
Vegas.
Oakland? That's what
No, he went. Technically, it was Oakland at the time. So
yeah, that's what, yeah.
that came in was like
That's where Reggie went to.
mhm.
Reggie balled out even after us. I was like,
Reggie still had years left.
yeah,
There's a lot of players that left here that had years left.
I love watching Reggie. JJ was a baller in freaking Houston too.
There's another player that left that I thought had some years left.
Where'd
Was
Leon go
Atkins. I
after
thought Atkins had some years on him.
Where'd Leon Hall go after the Bengals? Or was he just
49ers.
That's it. Because I remember him as a Bengal, but
Practice
I don't remember
squad, though.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't think he
think
ever made a
really counts.
roster.
Was he even good? I think I was just young and just
Leon Hall, yeah, Leon Hall's pretty good.
That's what I thought.
Leon Hall, the equivalent now is probably
Because it was like Leon Hall and JJ.
there's not that many like I don't know corners like aren't popping off how they used to.
Yeah.
Like corners aren't getting like 8 to 7 picks a year now.
I feel like the league's getting a lot more pass heavy.
Yeah,
So it's harder. Like as a corner, it's like you'll have a lot more plays where you get burnt, and then it's like so you have a lot of hit. And
really
misses.
trying to think of an equivalent
Like
to Leon
Jason.
Hall.
Can't really think of one.
And Leon.
He was
Hall.
good. I don't know. Like he was,
Yeah, he was
he was
definitely
good. That's why I'm trying to find a player that's like fits that mold to like what's his name? from the Panthers.
Josh
JC?
Norman.
J.C. Horn.
Josh Norman was like a little better than Leon Hall for like 2 years. Josh Norman went on a crazy run.
Norman was a dog in his prime.
Yeah. Norman was fun to watch.
Then he went to
He's
the
a little feisty.
Commanders and sucked. He went somewhere and like fell off.
You went to the Commanders.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel like that's where cornerbacks go to die. Is Washington.
William Jackson. I mean, he wasn't really that good with us anyway, but
Yeah, it's a good point. He wasn't. He had
Where-
some really good games.
Darius Slay might be.
he just went to Pittsburgh.
Darius Slay might be a good equivalent for Leon Hall.
He's in Pittsburgh now.
Injury history piles up, plays key roles in their defense. Not that talented, but smart enough. Might fit it. I don't know. Maybe Marlon Humphrey too.
Yeah. See, I don't really watch him much. Like, I remember watching, but I don't remember his highlights. I need to watch Leon Hall highlights.
I don't think you can find any.
Yeah, I don't think Leon Hall is circulating on YouTube.
I don't think they have like any highlights of him up there.
You can go back and watch those old games though. Watch full games of Leon Hall.
Or just look up highlights. I'm sure there's
Leon Hall career highlights. Yep, right here, 4 minutes.
About to say it's probably like 1 minute or 2 minutes long.
He was here for a while though. I mean, Leon Hall picked off Carson Palmer 9 years ago. That's all I gotta say.
9 years ago.
The most underrated defender in Bengals history, Leon Hall. Joe Goodberry made a video 3 years ago. Ray Malaluga, that guy was good.
Yeah.
He got his. Looking back at it, you're like, okay, he was good.
Yeah, Ray. Trying to just think of like some older guys that I loved watching, like just reminiscing on the old Bengals.
Dunlap was good.
He was, and
Michael Johnson was good. Andrew Hawkins was fun to watch too.
Yeah,
Just
Hawkins.
the offensive side. I loved Andy
great
Dalton.
punt returner. I love Hawkins as a returner.
Pac-Man was
Me and
one of my
Eric got that
favorites.
Picture with him in casino.
I don't know what I was doing that day, but I didn't go with you guys, so
We
that
didn't
sucked.
I think we went to like my nana had like
Yeah,
rice
no.
going for dinner. I think.
Yeah. We went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we saw him in there, and I was like, Eric, I think that's Pac-Man.
Like, I think that is too.
I was like, should we ask for a picture, or is that weird?
Like, we can get a picture.
My dad met Pac-Man at Jungle Gyms.
He probably got, and then Pac-Man got arrested like 3 weeks later. And that,
He ended up in Dearborn County.
and then wanted to gamble.
Yeah, he wanted to do a lot of things. Go to strip clubs, casinos. Typical NFL player shit, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now it's like not even like veterans getting in trouble anymore. It's like
the
all
young
these
guys.
dumbass rookies.
Georgia Bulldogs. That's what.
Georgia, did you see their
the stats?
the guy last week for Georgia just wrecked his car into an apartment.
They have like more. It's like tickets or DUIs or something than like playoff wins or something. Like in the last couple of years, like 3 years or something.
I
Not
believe it.
playoff wins, but wins or something.
Georgia is like strictly right now. They're strictly a regular season
Team.
Like, and then once they hit the playoffs, they're like, I don't know what to do.
That's over.
Yeah, well, their problem is like their quarterbacks are always like just plug and play guys, kind of like how Michigan is. But they had JJ McCarthy that 1 year; they won it. So
They didn't even have a quarterback last year. Remember when we bet on them?
yeah. Well, last year they had Orgy and
Yeah, we bet him to throw like
fucking
150 or something, and he threw like 70 yards.
No. He threw 147
Oh yeah, he was close.
because
He picked it up in the second half.
he had it, and then he got called back for holding
Yeah.
on their left tackle or left guard, who had like 3 holding penalties that game.
We would have won like $300 or $400.
Yeah,
Never bet on Michigan quarterback again. I don't know. The one guy went there, didn't he? Underwood or whatever. Like the top quarterback like went there because Dave Portnoy like helped like get him there with some money.
Herbstreit went there.
He like remember
He's going there.
Kid-
Kirk Herbstreit's son's going to go
yeah,
there.
there too. Yeah, because we were confused.
Because we all thought he would go to Ohio State because
Yeah.
that's where Kirk went, but
That and when that guy just went there. Why would you? I don't know.
Yeah, because he's the number one.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. If you're the number one quarterback, why would you go to a
Michigan.
Michigan? Because they don't really run.
NIL money talks now.
If I'm a quarterback, like my top place would be like not Texas because you're going to sit behind Arch,
Yeah.
but I don't know. UCLA would be a good spot. Oklahoma, Ohio State, maybe. Ohio State. If you want to be a successful NFL player, don't go to Ohio State. I can't name one good Ohio State quarterback.
Stroud could be. Could.
Texans are
After
fucking
this-
that up real
yeah,
quick,
but after
dude.
this shit, and they're
They're-
trading all their good linemen.
All their linemen, they got
They just traded 4 linemen.
people. I love the memes. Like they're like, "Well, who's protecting CJ Stroud?" And it's like Drew Skeet. Like that's just funny stuff to me. And I also don't understand teams and how they team build like that. Like
They
this.
traded Tunsil and Kenyon Green or whatever his name is.
Mhm. They signed.
But so they did.
They just
Becton?
signed somebody.
No, who got Becton? Somebody got.
Chargers. 2
Because
year
their
deal.
line's
He's
huge.
playing guard.
Yeah, because their line's huge.
I wanted the Bengals to revisit that. Bengals weren't interested. So
Probably hard.
Well, what the
feelings
hell do
after
I
last
know?
time. He probably was like, "Don't even."
that's my guess. Is hard feelings
Don't
between
even
both
pick up the-
parties.
Don't even pick up the phone from after last time.
We're gonna shoot through a 7-round mock
7-round mock.
because
We gotta learn some guys' names for the later.
we're getting
rounds.
to that point.
We have what? Less than a month to the draft.
Yeah.
In 4 weeks.
We
Well-
will be live.
What we're gonna do for the draft is we'll be live for the whole freaking thing.
Maybe we should do a giveaway or something during the live.
Did we do one last year for the
No.
draft? No. We did
That's what I
one
said, maybe
before the
during
draft
the
or
live
after the
stream.
draft.
I think it was before. But maybe we should do a giveaway.
Yeah,
During
we'll do a giveaway during the live stream.
It doesn't have to be something crazy. Just something.
2 Cincy hats.
I mean, they're like $35. I mean, we have 4 of us, so
Can't split it. It's too much money.
It's too much.
And I think this keeps happening to where oh no. Okay, this time it didn't happen. The last like 4 mock drafts I tried to do, Abdul Carter went number 1. I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
You could.
The Titans,
Nah, they're taking
they're
Cam.
taking Cam. Ashton Genty third to the Giants is kind of freaking nuts.
I think Shedder is on to the Browns.
No, Shadur went to the Saints.
Yeah, in this universe.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Mason Graham at 7. Jets. Damn.
I see most of these happening. Besides Ashton Genty to the Giants.
What is I don't know if the Bears I feel like they'll just take PPA, so they might take Starks.
I could see Starks going there. But the Bengals draft, though, the 17th pick. Got Jihad there.
Jihad.
You got Derek Harmon from Oregon. Could do quarter, but I'm not big on that. I like our guys. Gets to do Mike Green, Xavier Watts, Benjamin Morrison, Walter Nolan.
Orton's kind of falling down the board.
Where are you guys sitting at? I'm sitting at Jihad.
I'm sitting at Jihad. You know, that's what I said. That's been
Yeah.
my pick. But
Eric, who are you sitting at?
I think almost any interior defensive lineman.
Okay, so now we have to pivot. If all 3 of us can't agree, we have to pivot.
what?
So we can't
So
take
then we're gonna
Jihad.
pick the lowest guy on the board.
Well, this is how the Bengals draft. They got 4 people in the same room thinking, okay, guys, what are we going to do?
Can't agree. We had to pick somebody else.
Oh, Cedric Obey. Got it.
All right, what were the linemen? I heard Harmon. I just don't like McHale.
We're not taking Walker or Williams.
I
Not
don't
doing
like
it.
either.
No, not them.
They might go the corner from Texas.
Mm,
I think they like their corner room. Now.
that's what I think.
They're all
Yeah, I
young.
think
They're all
they
young.
do like
They
their
like it.
corner room.
They're young.
You got Nick Scorton. I'm a big Nick Scorton guy. You got Tyreek Williams from
Walter Nolan.
Ohio State, Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant, Mike Green.
That Boston College guy who's been shooting up boys. I
So-
think their
so-
rankings are
So
weird.
Derek Harmon, Scorton,
Nolan.
Nolan, Grant, Green.
Or we could try to persuade him on Campbell.
Mm-mm.
No.
He wants linemen.
And we want a linebacker.
Well, I'm more of a Mike Green and Nick Scorton guy. You know where I sit.
Why are they so far down the board?
I don't know because Pro
What are they?
Football doesn't know how to do their rankings. I'm sitting at Derek Harmon.
I like that.
I'm sitting at Walter Nolan.
Okay.
See? Now we're Harmon's fine.
Now that's what we do.
This is what we do.
We take quarterback.
No, Harmon's fine.
I mean, if you guys have the linebacker, you guys can have the linebacker.
Jahad
I
Campbell's
don't
a
think I know
dog.
enough about him, so
Jahad Campbell's a dog.
might be me.
He's a dog.
Jahad.
He's a dog.
Let Al cook with Jahad.
The thing-
I
the thing-
already picked Harmon.
No, they're saying
Hang
Al might go
on.
back to-
We'll restart it.
No, you're not.
I
He's
did
gonna be
restart.
taking.
I
He's
did
gonna
restart.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I don't know why not.
They're saying Al might go back to 3 linebackers.
See, Abdul Carter went first. That's whatever. All right, I'll be here. James Pierce is available now.
Gonna be restarting
Jahad.
again.
No, we're gonna take Jahad. I wanted Jahad in the first place. You don't know enough about him, so we're taking Jahad. All right, second pick. Got Kenneth Grant, Talik Williams.
I think this is where you take.
If
Kenneth.
I weren't the Bengals, I would take Jackson Dart. I'm a big Jackson Dart fan.
I think this is you take Kenneth Grant.
See, I don't know enough about Kenneth Grant. Yeah, see, he doesn't fit our scheme. I like Tyleek Williams, though. He's raw athleticism. He can convert speed to power, which we don't have on the defensive line.
Yeah.
He can move his blocker back, which we don't have on the defensive line.
TJ Slayton.
Okay, when we haven't seen him play for us, so for all as we know, he could be Lowell Collins to the defensive line.
Luwal.
Your new bodyguards here.
That was so funny.
That was quick. Quickly gone. Oh,
What?
should have taken tape ratlets.
What, here to go?
Yeah,
Nah.
it happens. This is the worst mock we've made so far. Yeah, he went to the Texans. You
Makes
can
sense.
figure, yeah. At this point, he might go first round to them. See, I'm a big Xavier. Eric can see. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. He's a receiver,
Miami.
but I'm a big fan of his.
I don't know if we take.
Hey,
this
Denzel
there.
Burke was a first round pick last year, projected.
Take him.
Kind of like a Fig Newton.
Again, I feel like we do like our class though. Our
They
corner
do
class.
like their corners.
And they brought back Marco. I mean, it's just depth.
We have linebacker, defensive tackle. Is there any good edge guys that I like? Ivy,
Ivy's nice.
Jared Ivy.
Ethan said Chris Paul Jr.
You said that?
Ethan.
Well, Ethan Ware took Jahad Campbell, buddy. I'm not taking 2 linebackers.
I say edge guy or a
That'd be detrimental to our defense.
edge or like a guard.
Nah.
Maybe a defensive tackle.
Then
Is there any
then
guards?
I was trading Logan Wilson. Logan.
Dylan Fairchild.
Defensive tackle.
I feel like that's a reach though if we take Fairchild now.
Stewart.
He's not making the
Yeah, he is.
25 man.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Because of injuries. Yeah, he will.
Blake Dunn's hurt.
Huh? Yeah.
Who's hurt? It's down to like 2 roster spots, and
Yeah.
it's between Fairchild, Blake Dunn,
And Hurtabees.
and Hurtabees.
And 2 guys will get it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be Fairchild.
Yeah, well. Because he ain't got any options and they ain't going to want to DFA him.
DFA him. We hit 143 in spring training.
All right. We'll see. You want to put a little money on it?
I like Hurtabees the most out of any of them.
I think it'll be Hurtabees Fairchild.
Okay, but Dunn is pretty high up in our coaching rankings, so
We're going to see.
he's liked a lot.
Opening day's Thursday.
It doesn't matter. The opening day roster doesn't even matter. Baseball changes so fucking much.
True. What round are we in?
3rd.
Gunnar Helm.
I do like Gunnar Helm.
Texas, baby.
I almost take Gunnar Helm
All right, horns
Yeah.
up.
with
Hook him.
They're all being hurt.
Yeah,
Like the
you
whole
don't
year.
like the
Yeah.
uncertainty. You don't know like if he's gonna be back to form.
No, you need to have another tight end.
I mean, how long are we gonna ride with Sample? I mean, we did extend them. For
That guard left, so now we're running out of options.
yeah, we came in.
Now we're not getting a guard.
All right, then in our scenario, then it's what that Patrick got Lucas Patrick and Ford battling it out for the starting.
Hang on, maybe I can find a tackle. We played a little bit of guard.
Relying on a 5th round to come in and start over Lucas Patrick or Ford. Yeah, sure.
Anything's possible, dog.
As long as they-
I was
think-
I was
think
not
Lucas-
expecting 5th round pick Andre Josevich to be our slot guy.
Yeah, now, but he wasn't rookie year. I think Lucas Patrick's gonna be the starting guard. I think it's gonna be Lucas, Ted, and Sheriff. Unless he
Very
retires.
That's a good point. Yeah, if
Unless
Sheriff,
he retires. I mean, if it's between us and retirement,
if Sheriff signs, then
Burrow, take him to
this
dinner.
whole draft class is a little different.
Take him to Jeffrey Reeves. Come on, or wherever they take
I
him.
took Howard Cross third from Notre Dame.
What's the steakhouse they take him to?
Jeffrey Reeves.
Jeffrey Reeves. Technically,
I
the,
thought there was another one too.
the precinct,
The precinct. That's what they call it.
which is owned by Jeff Ruby.
Everybody just calls it Jeff Ruby's.
It's Jeff Ruby has 2 restaurants.
Makes sense.
See, again, I like Riley Mills from Notre Dame too, but again, I don't want to take too many defense tackles. Oh, Luke Condra just went 2 picks before. Or UC guys, besides Colton, but
Yeah, should have
I
probably
didn't
taken
get
him
more
with their
than
last
you.
pick.
I've been getting more.
Maybe we
of
should have
these.
reached a little.
Nah, that's what Bengals do. We'll reach and then we.
Yeah, well, then we'd be like super like accurate with our mock.
Super accurate with that mock. Who are you thinking between?
take Miles Frazier from LSU.
Zach
Yeah,
Frazier's
I like
brother? I'm just making shit up.
It's our last pick.
I remember Zach Frazier always being one of my picks last year in my mocks. I always took Zach Frazier, but he went to Pittsburgh. It's probably going to happen again this year.
And a running back there available.
Cam Scott.
Corey Kiner's there.
I take Corey Kiner. It's our last pick. Why not?
Or we take Joshua Gray, guard from Oregon State.
And he's going to be the starter. 6th round pick.
You don't know. Tom Brady was a 7th round pick.
He didn't start right away. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying start right away.
Okay, he doesn't have to start right away.
I mean, Burbick started right away. He was undrafted
That's a good point.
because he was a dog.
That's a dog.
And then they're like, hey, you can't play the way you play anymore.
We don't like that.
I mean, I take Cody Kiner. I mean, I know he wants to be a Bengal. I think
Fine,
he's
Corey
good.
Kiner's our running back.
Okay.
Can't wait for him to play special teams.
With the occasional.
Eric comes back and all of our picks go to shit.
Nah, Corey Kiner, best graded pick there.
They don't do grades on there.
That's what they don't
Oh,
do grades
well.
on there.
I'm not paying for PFF. I'm too broke for that.
You just do the 3
We
rounds.
talked about it. Never.
We could do the 3 rounds.
He just wants to have a better mock. He didn't like that mock at all.
I didn't.
All right, well, we took your linebacker, so we get to take my defensive tackle. Watching none of them be there.
Yeah, but they have completely different rankings on PFF than they did on here. So we'll see. Why are you shaking your head?
I'm waiting to see if it pops up on the stream for this tab. Yeah, it did. Oh, wow. Look at that Mike Green. There's my guy.
You don't want the guy above him?
Malachi Starks? No.
They talked about it.
Yeah,
Not
but
Luther.
Geno
Luther
Stone's gonna
Burton?
ball.
He's gonna be a dog. Luther Burden.
Mike Green, James Pierce.
Let's get this chair over.
Mike Green or James Pierce or Walter Nolan.
Well, I really do like Walter Nolan.
I think Nolan or
But
Green.
I like Mike Green too.
Green or Nolan.
Mike
Okay.
Green's a Bengal,
I was like, you got a coin?
which I hope this is how it happens. I actually do have a point somewhere up there. I think it's in that cup.
Second round. Oh, Kenneth Grant too.
Hang on.
Or you can still get James Pierce. Oh, this is still our first pick. I'm just behind. I'm watching you on the screen. I was like, James Pierce didn't get to the second round.
Oh man, Derek Harmon went to the Eagles. That's not good.
I heard that Prince Early guy is pretty good. And he
I really
should
want to
know
get
boards.
the interior defensive line looking good. Some type of quarterback's always just kind of like stepping up because
Stepping
there's
up.
no pressure. And hopefully, Henderson can make some pressures, and then not hopefully he can. If he plays, he will. But you get Mike Green.
I say
Edge
the
looking
Ole
good.
Miss edge or the linebacker Carson. We always take. Unless you're looking for a guard, you're probably looking for Tate.
Who's this guy right here?
Demetrius Knight,
Oh,
linebacker.
that's where Pratt came from.
Your replacement came from the same school. I do like Schlesinger. So we're taking him.
Or that I think that Prince guy was supposed to be pretty good from Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's been shooting up the boards.
Yeah.
Chris Paul Jr. is available at the 3rd pick. Damn, that sucks. So I like Chris Paul.
We haven't taken a linebacker.
We just did. All right, well,
Oh, yeah, Carson.
where's Tate? Right there, Tate Ratledge.
And there you go. That's the
In the 3rd round, because Pro Football has him in the 2nd, which is, I believe that's
I think it'll be
where
the
he'll
second.
go.
if he's that
Is the
good.
2nd. A+, B+, B-. I'm sitting pretty with it.
I'd be
I like
happy
it.
with that. I mean,
You
Give me
attack.
two
I mean,
men.
we attacked our 3 biggest needs, not in order, but
yeah, pretty well in order.
didn't get a defensive tackle, but I think they should be okay.
well, I, mean, I
Yeah.
think the
As long
defense.
as you have like a real nose
Well, like
tackle,
I was talking to Colton the other day, I was like, this defensive tackle class is pretty deep. You
you
can
can probably find someone.
like there's like Howard Cross. I like Jordan Phillips from Maryland. Riley Mills. I mean, there's a couple of guys later in the draft that can produce some power and get through blockers. It's not really just dependent on who we take and how they develop.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking if you have Slayton out there, he's too big. You got to have 2 guys on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then hopefully, whoever your defensive tackle is, he's able to just beat his one guy.
That's saying a lot, though.
That's
Because that's what right now. That's BJ. That's good. I mean, BJ probably can, but that's saying McKinley or Chris. But hopefully they just take the big
well,
steps.
hoping Chris gets a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully they take big
I think
steps.
he can be
Another
better.
problem our defensive tackles face is that Trey's not a stunt guy.
No, he's
So
just
like
straight up.
in our we didn't do a lot of stunts the last couple years on the defensive line. So I hope that kind of changes to where we stunted up. I hope if we do run 3 linebackers, kind of like the traditional way of a 4-3 instead of the 5 or the 4-2 teams have been playing, I hope we can mix in some well-timed blitzes and we won't be really running nickel anymore. So that's going to suck. So, I mean, you got to figure out coverages. Your middle linebacker is going to have to be a little quicker. It's really just dependent on how Al Golden sets his defense up.
Bring Mike back, bro.
As far as we know, we're all wrong here.
Yeah.
Like with what we do, because we don't know Al's plans.
Mm-hmm.
His version of a defense could be completely different of what he ran at Notre Dame, considering that's college football, which is completely different from NFL. Half the time, you're not playing pro style teams.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bring back Mike. They're not going to.
yeah, people don't want. Also, I got a lot of hate for my Tyler Boyd post.
You did.
They're like, oh, we should Yoshi has to play. I never said for Boyd to play wide receiver 3.
Just bring him back.
I just wanted him as like wide receiver 5. We had Trent Norman on this team for 4 years.
Yeah.
You tell me we can't have Tyler Boyd on this team?
It's in for a play here and there.
Yeah, and I'm not saying for Yoshi obviously needs those starts and needs to be wide receiver 3. That's fine. I love it. But I got a lot of flack for that
You
shit.
did.
Like, oh, I'll just bring back all the Bengals. And someone said, I'd rather have Joe Mixon.
Okay.
Chase Brown almost had 1,000 yards starting in week 9.
Mm-hmm.
He missed the last game of the season.
Yeah, he would have had it. He would need 9
I'm
yards.
pretty sure he was close with mixing in like all-purpose yards. Like
That I can't
receiving
tell you.
and-
Our screens last year sucked. So,
Yeah, but he was heavy involved in the
yeah. Which
just dump off.
next
dump
year, if he stays healthy, he should easily have 1,000 yards.
No,
Oh, yeah.
is that real wood?
I don't know.
Is that real?
I probably not. I'll find.
Yeah, how do you think?
Sorry, Chase Brown.
Well,
All
it's over.
right, Zach Moss, you better pick it up.
Piran?
Think Piron's gonna be running back too?
No. But I'm saying like,
They use Piran a lot though.
yeah, I think they're gonna.
We
He's a
did,
pass
yeah.
blocker, yeah. I mean, they're gonna put him on passing.
I
downs.
think Moss might be cut. But that's why I think we draft one.
But if we cut Moss, when do we get the most money? Post was it June 1st or whatever it is? Or now? I don't know how much we get if we cut him now.
Well, right now I think they have to wait on the injury shit because he's still hurt. Because otherwise, I think you have to pay like an injury settlement or something like that.
Bengals are not paying an injury settlement.
Or something like that.
They will keep you on roster until you're healed. Lowell Collins, we kept him on roster for a while. Lyle, what the fuck does it matter? He's on the team.
You say Luau like it's Luau Dang or something. Wow.
New bodyguard was not in town.
Kimball Mall.
We were hyped. I was super hyped for that. I was like, dude, we got it. Super Bowl next year. Not even close. Missed the playoffs. Burrow broke his wrist.
Yeah, him getting hurt didn't help. Burrow and
Mhm.
Collins.
Trent Brown. He just signed with somebody.
Texans.
Texans.
Jackson's. Yeah, that's what he went.
1 year deal.
You better hope he doesn't get hurt.
He could have been the guard. He's played guard in the past.
Oh yeah.
Big ass guard, dude.
He'd be next to
Mims.
Mims. Yeah,
But obviously he had
6'8".
obviously the Bengals didn't want him back though because he made several comments like tweets, just rooting for us. Didn't have to. It's his team, but I feel like he would have came back if we offered him something.
Oh yeah, play for Burrow.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't.
Yeah, but he's probably a starter in Houston.
He could have been a starting right guard here.
Yeah, he would have got the right guard spot over anyone else.
Anyone, yeah.
Means everyone will be battling for that left guard spot.
Which again, my pick is Ford over Volson. That's me right now.
We'll see with the new O-line coach and when he can get out of his guys.
That's true.
Maybe he unlocks Volson.
He could unlock, yeah.
Super good.
It's like I said, what's a lot of people don't understand is like we do have new coaches. So like everything is going to be different. Like once we get to OTAs and training camp, like the way we do shit at practice is gonna be different from the last.
Well, defensively.
Yeah, well, obviously defensively, yes. But we have a new offensive line coach.
Mhm.
So from that standpoint, that shit's gonna be completely different. Because last year, our run game coordinator was bald guy.
Pollock.
Yeah, Pollock. So
David Pollock. No, not David.
no. Mm-mm.
I know it's Pollock.
Do you remember?
No,
I think
I'm
it's
trying to
David.
think.
Yeah, that's bad, dude. We talk so much shit about him.
I think it's David.
It's not David. I don't think it's David.
Someone in the comments let us know.
Frank.
Right, yeah, it's
Frank
Frank.
Pollock.
Yeah.
So I have to type it, and I got it. Frank.
David Pollock is like someone on my Twitter or something.
No,
name
David
just
Pollock's
sounds
a
familiar.
guy. David Pollock's a guy.
He sounds familiar.
So the guy that played for the Bengals that like
Yes, it is. He
Yeah,
did. He
yeah.
did play for the Bengals.
See,
Yep.
maybe that's
he
why
like,
I'm
he
thinking.
like
Yep.
broke his neck. Like, never played again.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking of him.
Yeah, I was like, I know that's a guy.
I heard it. I'm like, no, that's the player. No way.
It just came to my head. I was like, David
We're
Pollock.
not in it today. I'll be honest. This is.
David Pollock sounds.
Just because of the weather.
Oh,
Raining.
hey Colton. Ethan has your birthday gift.
We do jerseys.
Oh, Ethan, type who it is so we know. You already know who it is?
Lad McConkey. I always pick somebody off my.
Lad McConkey.
I always pick somebody off my fantasy team that year. Lad was on my team.
Lad McConkey. You picked a Charger.
I have like a Jet, a Charger, a 49er. I'm trying to get a jersey of every team except for Pittsburgh, like our division. What?
I would rock with a Brandon Whedon jersey.
Hey,
That's the only division guy.
I don't know about you guys, but I own a Johnny Manziel jersey, so
Johnny Manziel too. But yeah,
I would rock a Johnny Manziel jersey today.
We're trying to get our jersey collection.
I'm
done.
trying to get a good A&M Manziel jersey. I almost bought a signed one, but I'm like, I want to wear it, and I wouldn't wear a signed one. But also, I thought about buying a signed one and putting it there.
It makes sense. I mean, it's Johnny Manziel.
People don't know. Manziel is my favorite college player. Still my favorite college football player of all time.
Still waiting for that video. No, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's Johnny
Yeah,
Manziel.
still waiting for
Like my favorite like college players like Manziel, Mayfield, Burrow. Burrow's third for me. Manziel lit me up for football. I was like, I was
He's
like,
good.
I was 12, so I'm like, yeah, that's the guy right there. Then Mayfield I thought was a complete animal, and I loved the way he played the game. And then Burrow, I mean, obviously just Burrow.
Yeah.
Me and Eric watched that whole LSU season pretty much. We were like,
yeah. And then we watched the draft. Like we didn't know who we were gonna.
yeah,
take.
we were like, oh no, we took Burrow, no way.
Yeah, then
No,
it
you didn't watch the draft. You were at work.
might have been.
You were working at Omni.
Yeah.
Because I watched it by myself because I was alone. Because he was at. Were you back yet?
No.
Yeah, you were still in you were.
I was still basic.
Yeah,
I was going January through May.
because you had no idea who Burrow was until
I didn't get to watch
until I
the
wrote.
Natty and shit.
I wrote.
I wasn't
to you.
big into college football at all, and I didn't know who any of the quarterbacks.
See, me and Eric
were.
been in college football since the year before Burrow. Really is when we really got into college football.
Yeah. Then I watched.
Baker's the one who really got me into college football, and then Burrow really cemented it for me. I thought I was gonna be an LSU fan forever, and then once Burrow left, I was like, back
Yeah,
to the Bearcats. It is.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be a LSU fan.
Well, it's like I had no connection to them other than
The
Burrow, and then Chase didn't play his senior year, or not
Mhm.
his senior year, but his sophomore year technically. Well, technically it was a sophomore year. He didn't play that year, so I know no one to root for. So I was like, Bearcats, it is. Then we went to the playoffs. Story's written now.
Stories written now.
Bearcats
going
will never
back.
be. Bearcats are never going back, even with this 12-team seeding.
Just got to get a new coach.
Yeah, right.
Bickle did it before. Someone else can do it again.
Yeah, it ain't Satterfield. Unless he can switch around this year. Hopes. It won't happen. Same as the Bearcats basketball team. It's like I like Wes Miller personally, but something's not clicking with the talent we got.
Yeah, he's doing something weird.
Like this year, I was like, for sure we should beat the shit out of Xavier. Didn't. Last year should have beat Xavier. Didn't. I think we did beat Xavier last year. I don't remember. Last year we beat him.
This year.
Did we beat him this year?
Mhm.
Xavier's coach just left. Sean Miller, he just left for Texas.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, like because I just watched his press conference today. He's like, yeah, I was telling the guys like, next year is gonna be a completely different team. Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
well, yeah.
No,
Your
it's
jersey
not.
color changed, buddy.
Yeah.
You're not even rooting for the same damn shit. Colton's jersey came in before my jersey. I bought for myself, and I bought mine like last week. Well, Ethan, who'd you buy? Tell us. I'm curious.
Flag.
No, his
for him.
he bought his own jersey.
Yeah. So now I have like Ladd, Mike Evans, Sauce Gardner, Fred Warner.
I'm seeing a pattern.
What?
Every time you get their jerseys, they drop off.
Yeah. Sauce.
Don't take Lab this year. Fantasy.
Yeah. Fred Warner was really good, and then he got hurt. Been decent,
Yeah. He's
not
still
the All Pro.
He got Higgins.
Sauce was top corner. Look at him now
Yeah.
on a shitty Jets team.
He always kind of was on that team, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ethan
he
got
is.
a T. Higgins jersey, which that's good. What's crazy is we could have got T. Higgins jerseys like 50% off.
What season ticket? Remember?
No,
No, they were on.
Was it? Yeah, was it for season tickets? No. We could have used it with my bank card, with my fifth third card.
Fifth third thing.
I think it was a fifth third thing
It was, yeah.
because we were going to buy with my card. We were going to buy both of our jerseys, but we are like, is T. Higgins going to come back? Like, what's going to happen?
I'm like, no, he's not. He's gone. He's leaving.
Look at us.
Could have
Could have had that one. Eric has 2 jerseys to replace. You have a Hubbard.
I have a Hubbard, a Burrow,
Someone
a
has
Ted
Hendrick-
Karras,
Someone has Hendrickson, don't they?
I have Hendrickson.
and then I have a Miles Murphy.
Yeah, that's right now. You have to replace one of them, which is Hubbard.
Yeah, which I'll replace Hubbard with
I got.
who were they taking the first round?
I have 2 Burrows, 1 Chase, and actually no 2 Chases. I have the Color Rush Chase, which we don't wear those anymore, so now that's a waste. and Hendrickson. You got Logan,
and
CTB.
Juice.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Logan and Juice, man. I love
What happened after you got their jerseys?
I'm a defensive guy.
And your dad has a T.
My
Higgins.
next one, I want.
Your dad has an 85
Yeah,
Higgins.
I want to get him one for Christmas this year.
Well, don't say
For his
that.
birthday.
He ain't watching this.
He ain't watching, but for his birthday, and I told him I was like, I need to get you a New Jersey, but I don't.
My
I'm
dad.
gonna give him someone else than tickets.
My dad's
T.
like,
Higgins, though.
he's like, yeah. He's like, I won't spend money on another jersey. I won't spend money on going to the games because it's like this team, so whatever. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm getting in the same boat where I'm like, I only bought season tickets because the Bengals invested into the team. I'm like, if you're investing into the team, I'll invest into the team and spend my money to go to every game. Well, now me and Eric have talked about it. Ethan has talked about it, who we have season tickets with. It's like, we don't want to waste our money if we're going to be a fucking losing ass team, which is not being a bandwagon. It's just, you pay for what you want.
It's not fun to sit in the
Yeah, we
cold
pay a good amount of money
watch
for
us
these
get-
tickets.
That's what I mean. Like, we pay a lot of money.
Yeah, when I go to the stadium, I'm like, well, how are we going to lose this one?
Yeah, I don't want to go to every game and have to make that mile walk from our parking garage and be like, oh, well, shit, lost. Let's walk back in the freezing ass cold.
Yeah,
That's how it was last year. It sucked.
the walk back is sometimes
You just
the
cuss,
worst.
and everybody's
Because-
like, "Oh, shit."
Walking back after a win, great. Awesome. Vibes are high.
goes by quick.
Yeah. Walking back after the Eagles game was the longest walk of my life. Because first off, walking to the game, you're like, okay, a lot of green here. Shit ton of green. Walking out, you're like, that's all you see. It's all you like you're walking in
Everybody
grass,
took their
dude.
jerseys off,
Everyone was wearing green, dude. It was nuts.
where everybody had left.
Everybody had Saquon, Jason Kelsey, Jalen Hurts. No classic ones.
AJ Brown.
I saw like
Mike
one
Vick.
Randall Cunningham jersey.
Mike Vick. No, Mike Vick.
I don't think anyone rocks with Mike Vick anymore. I don't think anyone knows
I'm
who
sure
Mike
there's
Vick
some
is.
Kids that played like Madden 08, like me.
First off, I personally, I've looked for a Mike Vick Falcons jersey because those things go insanely hard.
They do.
Like
It's like the old Falcon, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like the
like-
actual Falcon.
Like those things go insanely.
Yeah.
Falcons jerseys, like not their new ones, their old jerseys in the 2000s, way hard. Way.
They were.
Like Bengals Puma
Get the black-
jerseys
get the
with
black
the
one.
The Leaping Tiger.
Leaping Tiger, insanely hard. Watch some Nelly. If you haven't seen these old jerseys, watch some Nelly music videos. You got like old classic Rams jerseys, Mike Vick, Bengals. They all like rock these old ass like baggy ass jerseys. You're like, because that's how like fucking wore jerseys then. You're like,
Man, it's just like basketball with the baggy ass.
how much
shirts.
were the season tickets? Well, we sit in section 106, row 30, which now they're up to $17.50 a ticket, $17.50 a seat. Which
Yeah.
we got our season tickets the year before, or the year of the Super Bowl run. So our first year was that Super Bowl run, which our tickets were $1,100 then, and then they jumped up to like $1,200 and then $1,400. Now we're up to $1,750, which is
It just keeps going up.
it keeps going up and the team keeps getting worse.
And your thank you gift's a sticker. Or-
Yeah, that pissed me off. That's what really got me. I was like, this is stupid. Here's your Streak 4 sticker. I'm like, what the hell? Where am I going to put this?
On your computer.
I thought my computer has.
Yeah, then
RTR?
it's updated next year.
Then
Yeah,
you-
next year we're supposed to get stickers every year.
What? That's your gift.
I hope that's not our
It's
was
gonna
it
be stickers and something else.
our season ticket. Our first
Pillow.
year was
Pillow to go with the blanket.
what was our first?
You guys got a blanket.
Get a
one of
blanket.
yours? 'Cause it's
Do
in-
Was it our first year?
One of your guys
blanket?
is in our old studio still. Hanging
Yeah,
out.
it's the season ticket. Yeah, it might have been our first year. And then the second year was the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Third year was we got a hat just for at the end of the year one year. Did you get the perfect 10 sticker? I should have. I don't know if I checked my mail for it. That shit goes to my grandma's. Do y'all still get the same price? No, our prices have changed. Now I'm on the Ethan pays every few months because like there's payment options. I do monthly because I mean like that shit just keeps going up. Like next year I'm worried if it shoots up to 2,000 and we're not winning games.
I'm out.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to lose my
Yeah,
seat,
like
but
no,
I mean,
because I really don't want to do that because I love where I sit. I love the people around us. But at the same time, I'm not gonna brown paper bag it. I'd rather just save my money and put it towards my car or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just financially. I mean,
Yeah.
the way shit is now.
I
It's,
mean, we're all getting older.
if you're not going to win either, I mean,
yeah, responsibilities are changing a little bit.
So it's
You know what I mean? Like, it's a little different now than what it was. I mean, I don't make that much money. Well, I mean, when I was in high school, if I thought I was making what I was making now, I'd be like, holy shit, dude, you're doing fucking great. Now I'm, 24, and I'm like, that's all I'm making. I'm not sitting at, 100,000
already.
not making nothing.
You're not a millionaire, what?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Come on.
Not making money off this shitty podcast I'm doing. This is stupid. No patience at all.
No patience.
I'm not making money off of paying for Twitter every year. What am I doing? What's Twitter? I'm fine with paying for Twitter.
It's fun. It's pretty much where you see all your news nowadays. It's like the news.
Twitter is my news. Like
Twitter
that's how I
is
found out Kobe Bryant died. Juice WRLD died.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was at basic
for Kobe.
Kobe, yeah.
That's
We all
dude.
thought
I
it
was
was
like, well, I woke up in the morning. I saw it. And it was like fake news. Whatever. Continue about your day. It's real. Same as Juice WRLD. That happened. I was like, I still see a shadow in my room.
I literally listened to Juice WRLD for probably like a week straight.
Well, I was in my car the other day and I just hit shuffle on my music app, which I have like 40 million songs because Apple Music.
Yeah.
And Juice WRLD came on. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this shit still hits.
We used to always just listen to Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice WRLD was a shit when we were in high
Popping
school.
into Saturn.
Yeah.
Saturn.
Thorn Saturn, yeah. With the Bengals, you had the Bengals vanity plate.
Yeah. The days. Aiden like flipped off somebody, and then they threw a cigarette in the
Water bottle at us.
no, the pop can.
Was it a pop can? I thought it was a water
It
bottle.
was a full pop can. We were stopped, and we were like, and they were getting out of their truck.
That was like our junior year.
Yeah, and they were getting out of their truck to come yell at Aiden and get.
Yeah, they were buff guys too. They weren't like.
Luckily, the light turned green, and they had
Yeah.
to get back in the car.
And this was like
The memories.
skinny Jordan. So like I had like no muscle on me or no fat either. Like I was just.
And I'm over
Nothing.
here trying to just focus on driving the stick shift,
Yeah.
not kill it. Don't kill it.
Banging through gears.
Don't kill it, man.
You ever seen those it's like, oh, I get girls in my Honda Civic, and it's like when the beat tech chimes in, it's like
Just don't kill it, man.
that wasn't a Saturn. You got Jeff in the trunk.
Yeah.
We had 8 people in a 5-person car.
I'm yelling at Aiden. I'm like, dude, shut up. You're gonna get a field.
Well, in high school, you do dumb shit.
Him and Mason would just yell out the windows. They
The
keep
dumb-
people off.
the dumb shit, they'd be like, ugly bitches. I remember when that clown stuff was going on when we were in high school.
Where it was like the clowns are about to take over.
I don't know who I was hanging out with at the time, but we'd like walk Greendale, like thinking something was going to happen in Greendale. Nothing ever happened because it's
I wonder.
Stupid area.
We were young, not young.
and again, like in high school,
I
me and
didn't
Eric
understand
used to go to downtown Cincinnati at like 3 a.m. just for fun.
just birdie around. I like to just do.
Well,
that.
we're that old to where there was no birdies
Yeah.
back then. So
We just get out and walk.
yeah, we do
Just
that.
bored.
We did
Walk around the city.
I took pictures of my car. I
I
have to do
yeah.
that again with my new one. So,
Yeah.
oh, Ethan said that was me, him, and Dylan.
For what?
Ethan would have fought a clown.
Oh, clowns.
Yeah. I remember that we were. I don't know. Again, I was walking with somebody, because that's all we did was walk everywhere. Because we all lived so close.
Yeah.
I walked past someone's house. They were watching the Cubs World Series. I was like, oh, nice. That's fun to reminisce. Anyone have old Bengal stories?
Nope.
I do.
Not ones
I remember
was
when, what was it, Eric at your house, and he was like, 3. Kept doing the
Oh,
3.
yeah. Oh, the 3
Kept doing
one.
the 3.
We're like, dude, what are you talking about?
Against the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Who
Very
got that pick 6?
William Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, picked
Picked
off
off
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Yeah.
And then Eric just kept saying 3. We lost by 3.
You just know. Not a fun time. Not a fun time for the
But
Bengals.
that's when Colton would constantly check his phone
Yeah,
before the shit would happen on TV. And he'd be like,
Yeah, you
well,
could
now
tell-
it's going to happen.
I wasn't paying attention. I'd be like,
Oh, that day Aiden texted us in that group chat.
Oh, when Burrow tore his ACL.
Yeah, we were just a little bit behind.
We were like a minute behind.
Yeah,
like,
and Aiden's like, "Oh no," and I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
once I felt,
I'm like, okay, it's probably a pick or something.
no worst thing imaginable.
This is Michael Jordan, the guard.
Wait a minute, shooting guard, left guard,
Michael Jordan, the left guard.
non-Space Jam, Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting pushed back into Burrow's knee. I'm like, well, that's not good.
The real app has messed up some things on wake up away games. The real app has ruined a lot of shit for me. Like the Chargers game, for example. I saw that deep chase touchdown before.
mm-hmm.
I saw it on TV because Real's like, Chase
is on the case.
Yeah, Chase. Yeah, some stupid shit like that. I'm like, oh, well, let's tune in.
I bet you $100 touchdown.
And it's like, the real app will get you because the real app is on time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like,
I like that.
dude, I don't know how you're sending out notifications.
That's like when I was telling Ethan, I think it was the last game we went to where Eric didn't go. Remember, I was telling him, I was like, Ethan, just get the real app because I was asking for scores on my bets. And he's over on ESPN's trying to.
Oh, yeah, because Ethan does use ESPN.
He's like, no. ESPN.
Apparently, from what I've read, ESPN and Real and like FanDuel and all them use the same system for how their sports shit's tracked. But like for some reason, Real gets it first.
They're like, I'll pay you.
Well, for like ESPN's the last one to get everything for some reason, because like FanDuel updates quick. FanDuel ruins shit for you too when you're sitting there
trying to do
watching parlays. You're like, well, T. Higgins has his yards. How does he get it? Because he doesn't have it on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that happened with the Super Bowl with Kelsey's yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We won a big bet on the Super Bowl because of me. I said Jalen Hurts touchdown.
You did.
Y'all want to do Saquon?
First time.
Yeah, first yeah. They punted the ball.
Yeah,
and we were like, no.
Then he threw it deep.
And what do we
down
need?
at the one.
We needed a worthy touchdown too, didn't we?
Yeah,
he got that
real early. I almost put money on Cooper DeJean anytime touchdown.
Would have won big.
Yeah, would have. I thought about it. I'm like,
wouldn't it just been defensive though?
No, you can do individuals. I think now.
Yeah, because he's also a punt returner.
Like in Ohio, you can also do sacks too. You can pick a player to do a sack or something like that.
I knew that.
Yeah. Well, like FanDuel's so different in Ohio than because you used to live in Indiana, but like now that we live in Ohio, like how the shit looks and how you can bet. Like in college props, we can't do player props.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Which I hate because my big shit is college stats. I'm like, I want to do this running back for 90 plus. I want to do Jackson Dart 275 plus every game. Michael Penix was a big one a couple of years ago. Well, we're living in Indiana.
And so it was
but last year would have sucked because college quarterbacks that we weren't really lining up the way they were the year before with yards. I almost won $200 2 years ago. I remember we were at your parents' house and I was watching the Arizona game. It was like real late for us. And the Arizona quarterback only needed like a couple more yards. And then he got hurt. They put him back in the game. I'm like, okay, we're alive. He got hurt again. And I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then they put him back in later in the game. I'm like, this is it. Run handoff, read option, handoff, read option. Didn't throw the ball. I was like, that's how it goes. Ethan said he won $300 on my wedding last year. Hey, that was
wedding luck.
Today's anniversary, so there you go, Ethan.
Your anniversary winning.
Anniversary. My anniversary winning 1,000 was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Haven't hit shit since. Really big ones.
I've been hot this month.
I remember when I don't know, Eric, did you do that $50 ladder when we were winning ladders?
I want to say
We're going
so.
I think
college
he was.
football.
Remember, he was here. With
We
us.
picked like heavy ass favorites, and then that shit dropped off
Yeah.
quick. We're like, I blame Colton for that. Now Colton's on a heater right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't share it with us, so
So he keeps his money going.
yeah, don't share it with me. You'll lose those bets real quick. If Duke wins March Madness, we're sitting pretty on our championship.
Then we have Cavs.
Then we got the Cavs, the Florida Panthers, the Mets, the fucking Mets,
Yeah, you kind of just threw them in there.
and the Texas next year, college football,
Arch, baby.
which I'm going to cash out before we get to baseball if all this hits. So, because the Mets are not winning the World Series. Clip it. Freezing cold takes.
Flip it.
Well, they wasted all their money on, what's his name?
Juan Soto.
Mr. Wanathan. Yeah.
They brought back P.
All right. It is 7:30. I still need to make dinner. Anniversary dinner. So
Happy anniversary.
I'm going to end the
Happy
stream.
anniversary, yeah.
Kick you guys out of my house.
Sounds good.
Boo.
I got work tomorrow. That sucks. Sunday. I didn't even have a Saturday. My whole Saturday was like,
That was your fault.
yeah, that is my fault. It just doing shit to my car, which whatever. Now it looks good.
Sitting in your dad's garage.
Yeah.
'Cause it's raining. And can we cold?
I got my Focus back, so it's cool. 2 car payments. Don't do it. Sucks. Now I'm poor. All right, we'll see you guys next week. We rambled for the last 40 minutes. 20 minutes of
Keeps it fun.
20 minutes of, we should start another podcast of just shit talking.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stories.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Just talking life.
Just don't tell my families about it. I don't
Person
want
A.
Yeah,
Person
person
A.
A, yeah. Person A did this. Person B did this. Because I'm not sharing. All right, we'll see you guys.
Yeah. See ya.